All right, so let me do this real
Evening,
quick.
everybody. Evening.
Good evening, Rocky.
Good evening, Rocky. My name is Rocky.
Dude, that was funny as shit.
This is Abnormal Realities.
I am Rocky Stucci. No, you ain't.
I'm not.
Do this real
Evening,
quick.
everybody.
Okay,
Evening
all right.
is Rocky.
That was me.
Gotcha. I got you.
He says, confirmed. What up, Audrey?
Odds.
Odds. All right.
Odds. Odds.
Okay.
All right, 90 seconds.
Oh, Ron, what do you... Damn, bro.
You know I wasn't touching
Oh, damn.
Here.
M25M.org. M25M.org.
Right, let me do this.
For Matthew 25 Ministries.
No
Matthew
touchy
25
the Rocky.
Ministries is one of the few charities I'll actually endorse because I know them. I've worked with them. And
Well,
I know
not Scooty.
all of the money that you donate goes to
Scotty
help people.
Roberts
Is in the house.
M25M.org.
in
1 minute.
the house.
Hey,
What?
that music.
What?
Coming up.
Oh, that. Every time I open a
All right, here we go.
bag of American Pride Roast
Whiskey 6. Gonna be a great show. Damn right. What up, Steven? Mary, what's up, girl? Let me get over to YouTube real quick.
Do that.
Cheboygan, Iowa.
Cheboygan.
Yeah, where is everyone? Izzo's intern strike again. Izzo's
30
intern.
seconds. Here we go.
Cool, huh? Anyway, you know,
All right, 30 seconds.
American Pride Roasters is offering red and white bags of the Betsy.
All right, 20 seconds. We're up in just a few seconds.
Hello, Ms. Dixie.
$8 more. Only through the end of July, so hurry and order.
Ha! So what's next? Fireworks?
AmericanPrideRoasters.com. Historically great coffee.
Journey into the matrix of the mind. Stretch your imagination and challenge reality. Abnormal realities are beacons for the imagination. What society deems abnormal may be more real than we think. This is Abnormal Realities with your hosts, Ron Phillips and Rocky Stucci.
What are you doing?
I'm getting a vision. We are beacons of
Yes.
the mind.
Yes, we are.
Oh,
Look at
how
that. Look,
glittery
you
it
can
is.
see through it. That's weird.
Oh, is that what that is?
Yeah.
Oh,
No, it's just weird. The card is weird.
It
Welcome,
is.
everybody. This is Abnormal Realities. Rocky's got our tarot cards here. Oh, the green on the box. You can see
that's
through it.
cool,
That's weird.
man.
Weird. Okay.
But me and Ryan are
Cool.
like, wow, check it out. Hey, don't worry, we don't have a show going on right now. We're just like, wow, look at that.
We're just checking it out, seeing what's going on.
We're getting old school flashbacks. Folks, welcome to the program. We do appreciate each and every one of you being here. This is going to be a very good show as I'm being very
Yeah.
professional right now. But before we begin, this broadcast is brought to you by...
Romika Designs. I don't know why you laugh at me every time I do that. Romika Designs, we do laser engraving, cutting, custom creations. We can, if you can dream it, we can probably build it. That'd be cool, right? If we
Dude.
could do that. Yep, you can find us at romikadesigns.com or on all of the socials at Romika Designs. Yeah, man.
Dude, if you can dream it, we can build it.
Yeah. Yeah, if you could dream it, we can build it.
Yeah, we can.
Yep, they are the show sponsor, so please go out, check out their stuff, romikadesigns.com. Hey,
RomikaDesigns.com.
big show tonight.
Big show tonight. So, you know, when Scotty and I were doing radio, we even got to the point, Ron, where we started doing tarot sometimes one night a week. We did it all different styles. Sometimes we just grab people in the chat room. Sometimes we'd have people call in. Sometimes we just did shows where we talked about it and then we got in depth about it and the meanings of it and the legitimacy of it,
Yeah.
you know, because, you know, there's always going to be skepticism out there, which is a good thing. But people really enjoyed the shows. So bring brother in. Bring
Yeah,
that
let's-
sexy bearded. Oh, damn, are you hot?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, I am, he says.
What up, brother Roberts?
So hot it turned my nose red.
Dude, damn.
Welcome
I
again.
don't know what's with that. The older I get, the redder my nose gets.
I think it
I had a
looks
kid
hot.
ask me if I was
Santa Claus. Yep.
It's beginning
You know what
to
my answer
look-
was?
What?
Why, yes, I am.
Yes, son.
Yes, young
Is
man.
your mom home?
Oh, I saw
kidding.
Scotty kissing.
But I kid.
You said it is your mom.
I don't think you're kidding on that one. I'm just saying for the record. Hey, by the way, folks, Scotty Roberts, best damn graphic designer on the planet. Get on over to his website after the show, scottallenroberts.com, and look at his work. And then, of course, it is Etsy, Son of a Patriot, the Etsy store, Son of a Patriot. And I'll make sure I have all that linked up because a lot of his design work goes onto his T-shirts. Get on over to Brother Roberts and check out his work. Top of the line, best in the business, hands frickin' down. What?
Yeah,
Thank you,
he
brother.
did an illustration not too long ago of I guess it's for one of your recent books or upcoming books, but it was the kid standing in the water next to the bridge.
Yes.
God, that was beautiful.
That's the a little book called How to Be an Archaeologist. And it takes a kid from the time he trips over a little old pipe in the river, and he becomes curious, and he grows up and becomes an archaeologist. So it's
Nice.
it's written in rhyme, kind of like very sophisticated Dr. Seuss.
Scotty, any tentative timeline in regards to that book?
Tentative timeline for when it takes
6
place?
months. When is the release?
When it's going to be released?
Yeah.
It's going to go to press as soon as I finish the last illustration. So probably within a couple of weeks, it'll go to press because it's all set and ready to go. I just have to finish up some of the illustrations. So it'll
Freaking
probably be out
outstanding.
next month to 6 weeks.
That is
Very cool.
badass,
Hey,
man.
Scotty, you know what happened last night? Rocky talked to the aliens.
I did.
Did you?
He ordered a pizza.
I did. And Alien.
Did they talk back?
Scotty,
Oh, and
I
Alien?
dude, I'm telling you, and
We got it free because it wasn't here in 30 minutes.
Yep. What else? Yeah, it didn't get here in 30 minutes. So all that interdimensional stuff, dude, bullshit. Okay,
You
they
know,
don't
zipping
interdimensional
from
nothing.
here to there to there to there to there. When you see them in the sky,
Yeah,
they
ain't
can't make
happening.
it to your door in 30 minutes.
Dude, I watched a documentary, and these people like literally spoke like alien, dude.
What'd they say?
Did
Did they have any clicks like?
No, that's Star Trek stuff, isn't it?
No, that was Signs. You
maybe.
remember the movie Signs?
Signs,
Oh.
dude,
Night
Signs.
Shyamalan?
Yeah, we talked about that. That movie kind
Good
of
movie.
scared me a little bit.
You know, I truly believe Hollywood movies predict the future.
I have wondered with all the movies over, just say the last 10 to 20 years of alien conspiracy and stuff like that and all that. Is that somebody behind the scenes, behind Hollywood, prepping the world for something?
Yep. I believe
Good
that.
question.
Yeah. That way we're not all freaked out when it does happen.
Okay, before we get into tarot, you just brought something up, and I just got to throw it out. We have talked extensively on past shows, brother, in regards to some hieroglyphs that depict like what looks like special
You're talking about
crafts.
You're talking about the Abydos lintel.
Dude, that's exactly
That's exactly
what, I
what
was
we
just
were
gonna say,
thinking
bro.
of. Yeah.
I was just going to say that.
Damn it! The
Sorry, I stole
Asabasalinto.
your thunder.
That have like little spacecraft and astronauts and stuff like that as part of the.
It looks like dudes in space. Okay,
I have explained that to people many times. I've shown the diagrams of it, and they still choose to not want to. Oh, I don't believe that. I believe you're wrong. Well, you know what it is? It's a product of erasure and erosion. Because what they've done, you know what you can do, like our friends John and Maria on their site in Egypt, their archaeological site, they've done infrared photography of some of the hieroglyphs on one of the shrines there, and find out underneath that is a totally different picture and set of hieroglyphs which attributed to a previous pharaoh. And so the same thing with the Abydos lintel. It shows a helicopter, what looks like a UFO, and a tank or something. And yet what that is if they've done infrared photography on this, there are different layers of hieroglyphs and inscriptions that have been, a lot of the old pharaohs, they would use what was called erasure. They would take chisels and stones and they would scrape off the old inscription and put their inscription on top of it. Well, what they didn't know back then, obviously, is that some of that can be revealed with erosion and with infrared photography. And so what you've got are 3 different, I think maybe even 4 different layers of hieroglyphs that when they were placed together, this kind of looked like a helicopter. This kind of looked like a UFO. And people are go, well, you can't have all three of those things just happen by coincidence of erosion. Well, yeah, you can. You know why I know this? Because it happened.
Are there any other sites, though, besides what you're referring to around the world that may depict like actual drawings or hieroglyphs of possible fire in the sky?
The only thing I'm really familiar with is like old cave paintings. We're talking almost prehistoric cave paintings, where you get the large creatures standing in the middle of a bunch of people, and it's twice as large. It's got a glowing head they show with rays of light and things, or a big bubble around its head, things like that. You see all that kind of stuff. Or like in the Aztec, was it Quetzalcoatl that they showed the image? You've all seen this, where he's kind of laying down on his side and looks like a seat, and there's like a rocket around him and all of this. Those are interpretations of that. And so, yeah, that's about all I know of, for sure, those kinds of things.
Well, I don't think what you're saying is legit. I think they're really aliens and spacecrafts.
Might be.
Because you could just go.
You could
just go with that thought. So Scotty, this show's supposed to focus on tarot readings tonight. So, kind of explain what tarot is and how it works to the people who don't understand it.
Well, I kind of take a Jungian view. Carl Jung, who was a contemporary of Freud, a good friend of Freud's. He was a psychoanalyst, psychologist, all of this. And he had a firm belief in the tarot as being able to manifest things. And that was because, as he said, your subconscious mind can manifest, oversimplified, can manifest into actual, what's the word I'm looking for? Not animation, can't think of the word off the top of my head, but it manifests itself outwardly in the cards, and that you can do that. But the big question was, even with him, was why would my mind manifest that thing and either tell me exactly what's going on out there when I'm not looking at the cards? Is it a card game? Is it a thing of counting cards? Is it luck of the draw? Is it, some people will say, skeptics will say, this is something that you throw out a message and people might not even know what that means and go, yeah, and they make that happen. So my belief is that there's something that governs the cards. If you want to take it to a divine status or a God status, you say if there is a God that has the ability to hold all things together on an atomic or even a subatomic level and make them all consist and exist, can that God arrange a shuffle in a deck of cards to display some kind of meaning? Can that divine, that creator, that originator, whatever? And I'm not talking about magically changing one card into another so you draw it next. I'm just saying, if the intricacies of the universe are held together by something divine, can that divine then say, over the last 400 shuffles, that divine has had involvement in that, and it comes to your shuffle, and it's already arranged because it's been shuffled 400 times to meet you, or tonight, what we're doing tonight. So there it is.
That's very interesting. What are you doing? Reaching back to touching?
Ow.
That's look. It actually. I can actually feel it. So.
Oh, son. Oh.
All right. So what are we doing tonight?
All right.
So we, I said,
let's do this. Let's because we have somebody calling in 15 minutes. That's just going to be a quick one. That's a personal favor I'm doing for a friend. He has like some psychological issues, right? And I just want to help him out. You know what I'm saying?
Sure. Does he know that?
But folks, he doesn't. No, he knows now because I'm concerned. So because Scotty Roberts does tarot readings for people, he's been doing it for a very long time. Like I said, we used to do it on our show. I want people to see the process. I want people to experience what he does. And who better to do? Scotty, what are you going to do for Rod? A 3-card, a 2-card? What can you do in 15 minutes?
Let's do a 3-card.
Okay, let's do a 3-card. So Scotty's going to do a 3-card. I will keep track of the time. And, like I said, if you run into something bad, just go to the next card. You know what I'm saying?
We'll just move on.
Keep picking a card till you get something good.
Yeah,
That'd be great.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, Scotty Roberts is explaining what he's doing right now.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to shuffle 3 times for Ron. I don't believe there's anything magical about it. I don't think you have to ring a bell.
I'm sending
or
you good
call
waves
the
right now.
angels.
Sending you good waves.
Yeah, just concentrate on anything you might want to know something about, or just say, hey, just show me what you got. And so I'm going to shuffle these for you. I shuffle 3 times, not because it's a magic divine number or anything, but it's just been my habit for almost 40 years of reading cards.
Kate, are you paying attention?
So here we go. Now,
Okay.
Ron, if you were here, I'd have you take this deck and cut it. So I'm going to cut it on your behalf.
Thank you.
And we'll see where we end up here. All right. And now I'm going to pull the 3 cards. I'll tell you what they are, and then I'll their positions, and
Now,
then
do
we'll
you-
go into the meetings.
Do you pull them from anywhere in the deck or off the top or what?
Right off the top.
Okay. All right.
And so I could tip this. I can't even tip this camera enough to see this, but here we go. Here's your first card. Your first card is the King of Swords.
King of Swords.
Now,
Okay.
now this is the card of your immediate stuff going on around you right now. This is your current. Card of your recent past is going to be the 3 of Coins.
Okay.
And the card of your near future is going to be the Temperance card.
Oh, I like that one.
The Temperance.
Temperance.
Card. Okay.
Now, the first thing when I look at this, let's go with the card of your current situation, and that's the King of Swords.
Okay.
Now, each one of the sections of the tarot has a meaning. There's 4. It's almost like a deck of playing cards with your 4 suits, and this is the suit of Swords. Swords generally indicates conflict, conflict that you are getting or conflict that you are giving. It also, with the King of Swords is somebody who all the king cards and the queen cards in the deck represent specific men or women in your life. It's either you or it's somebody in your sphere of influence.
Okay.
And the King of Swords is this guy he's got all this power about him, because the swords also, not just conflict, they can indicate power and authority. You have the sword, you are the one who wields its power. So you are the one who is in control, and being the king in the suit, you're at the top of that suit of swords. And the King of Swords, it represents the professional aspects of your authority. It's associated with many times with people in legal business or they're heads of corporations. It's somebody who's going to be assertive, somebody who's going to seek to dominate you in their confidence, that they know how to best aid you, know how to best guide you, get you where you want to go, and so on. And so the primary motivation is unlikely to be emotional, even though they're friendly. This is somebody like you're dealing with a CEO that his only interest is the better of his corporation. And if he can better you, he's going to better his company and, of course, better himself. This is a card that says your strength lies in your intellect, what you bring to the table. And by the way, when I say that the kings represent specific males in your life, it's like a dad, an uncle, a grandfather, a boss, things like that. I think that this is referring to you because it comes up in your current circumstance. So this is more than likely about you. And this is something that says that your strength lies in your intellect, that you have to go ahead and take the authority into account that's going to lead you to turn your collection of good ideas into realities.
Gotcha. Okay.
That's what this is. He's holding the sword. Now, there's
like
more
that.
meaning to this. We can expand on that, but for time, that's your current. So what I see with this right now is that you are somebody who is in authority. You hold the sword of power. Don't get Rocky too nervous, but you grasp the sword. And
Get away from me, dude.
Grasp the damn sword.
Get away from
so
me.
there it is. Now the card of your recent past. This is the stuff that has happened to bring you up to this point of being that guy, that King of Swords. And what you got here is the 3 of Coins. Now, coins, as you can almost imagine, in the older decks, it was pentacles. And it really stood for the material aspects of your life, of your situation, what you bring to the table, what makes life work for you on a financial level, on a material level. And I'm not talking materialism, but material. So your recent past, this shows a young man and an older guy that's kind of showing him the ropes is the idea in this.
Gotcha.
Or he's the investor. He's the one that has taken the young man's idea and said, all right, we're going to put this to the test. I'm going to put the money in. You're going to do the work. And this is this is talking about the time that you've amassed. Mastering your abilities have been a smart investment, and that your confidence has grown. And if you continue to nurture that confidence, that you're going to take it to places that greatly benefit you. And remember, this is the card of your recent past, which is leading into this card, where you are now you're falling back on your past. You're falling on all the help and aid that has gotten you to where you are, the mentors, the whatever, maybe investors, and it's brought you to this place where you're the guy that now you hold the sword of power. You're the one wielding it. Now, the card of your near future, this is what you're going into. Now, I don't like to read the tarot for prognostication of the future or to see what's going on and stuff like that, because to me, that's stuff we don't know. That's mutable. It's changeable. We don't know what the future is. We could change the future in 5 minutes. So this is a card in the near future. This is what you're already slipping into out of your current. It's already on top of you from the time we started this reading till now. You're already moving into your near future. And it's an optimistic card. This is temperance. And temperance encourages you to find balance in your life, and you approach problems, and you approach your problems with a confidence that's going to help you get through whatever those problems might mean. It recognizes that you have opposing forces that are at work. In this picture, it's a little hard to see on this deck, but you see she is pouring water, which water in the tarot always signifies emotion. She's pouring water and trying to keep it balanced between two different vessels. I think she's got here a jar and a mug.
Gotcha.
And she's pouring that back and forth. And this is the idea that you need to tread carefully in major decisions that you're going to make. You've got to make sure you try to pour from one vessel to the other. Keep the balance in play. Don't lose a drop is the idea. And if you do that, it kind of leads to this better resolution for what it is you're trying to do. So this is meaning take control of your situation now, because you're the king. You've got a grip on the sword. You've come to that place. Practice moderation. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean the way you drink.
Sure.
Drink like a fish. It might mean the way you are running your business, the way you are dictating your corporation to run or your company to run. Use moderation. Stay in balance. There's conflicts out there. The presence of the sword does indicate that in your present, but you're going to only resolve the conflicts and begin this new phase or this new movement into something, or continuing the new movement, by making sure you keep balance and keep conflict at bay.
Good.
Any of that make any sense?
It absolutely does. Thank you for that. Now, the question I have is, when you do a regular, and you pronounce it tarot, and I said tarot, is there a specific pronunciation?
Tomato.
Okay.
I was once told by somebody who is much more experienced in the tarot than I, said, "Oh, you think you're so highbrow saying tarot. It's tarot."
Oh,
and I said, "Well, that's whether or not you're Midwestern."
No, I like I like tarot. So in tarot, how many? So you did a 3-card reading just now.
Mm-hmm.
Is there? Can you do a whole deck? I mean, how does that typically work?
Well, you can do a whole deck. I could draw another card right now and get I'll do it. I do 10-card readings usually.
Okay, gotcha.
Which is like a Celtic cross spread, and it gives you a lot more information. Like if I took this right now, off the top, the very next card is the 9 of Cups. Cups is the suit of your passions, your relationships, your romances, your interpersonal relationships. The King of Cups is showing up, again, a king. So it's somebody who is in power and in control of his environment. But this is also a card that says, make sure that this is a guy who is greatly successful but wounded deeply. This means this
Do you
is
feel bad for
somebody.
me?
This is somebody who's got stuff from the past that he might not even know has dictated the way he's doing things.
Oh no, I know
And
it.
it says make sure you don't govern your life by the past hurts, the past, and it's not so much mistakes, it's the past shit. The past stuff somebody's done to you.
No, the past shit somebody's
so-
done to me is good.
There you go.
No, I get you. I'm with you, and that's actually a pretty accurate.
And if
card.
we had done a 10-card reading, that would have shown up as the fourth card.
Yeah.
That would have shown up as the foundation of the matter.
Oh.
So
And
the foundation
that makes sense too. So yeah.
There you go. There you
Wow.
are.
Thank you, Scotty. I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
So a shotgun Turo, but
Yeah. So
did you want one,
we're
Rocky?
we're about
we
we're
got a
about to
minute.
head into a break.
We
real
got a
quick.
minute,
Okay,
and then when we
okay.
come back, Brandon is going to be calling in on the bottom of the break. We'll do a quick one for Brandon.
For Brandon, yeah.
And then when we release with Brandon, we may have a couple questions, and maybe we'll bust it open. We got a student in studio right now who's learning to row, and so we may have some questions, folks. Scotty
know-
Roberts, yes.
I'll just draw a quick card for you off the top.
Oh,
Never mind.
you son of a bitch!
I didn't reshuffle. Never mind. Go to break.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Ron really liked that one.
Oh, I did. That was fantastic.
Son of a bitch!
Oh, crap, he said.
Oh, what the hell is going on?
Crap.
Folks, listen. Scotty's my brother. I've known Scotty a long time. He is the best tarot reader on the planet. You just saw it in action. I mean, he touches the soul. ScottyAllenRoberts.com. When we come back, we're going to talk more tarot. Abnormal Realities. Ron Phillips, take us home.
Hey guys, we'll be back in about 2.5 minutes. So we'll see you then.
Kate, you think you could do it? Do you think you could talk to do this? You can do it?
All right, we're back. Let's get him on the line real quick. Talk to him.
I'm going to have you hook up with Scotty a couple times and get you some
right.
insight.
All right, he's on.
All right. Yo, big sexy.
What's up?
What's up, brother? All right, we're on commercial break right now, brother. We're on commercial break, but people that are watching videos around the country can hear you. So just let everybody know really quick during commercial break. Like today at work, you told me how incredibly sexy you think I am. So just tell everybody what you said to me today at work.
I don't know about that.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
All right. I thought I'd go for it.
What's his first name?
This is Brandon.
Brandon, I'm Ron. Pleasure to meet you.
Hey, how you doing, Ron?
We call him Big B.
Big B.
Football player,
Yeah.
man.
Oh,
Football
yeah?
player. Oh, yeah. What were you, offense, defense?
Offensive line, left tackle.
Left tackle, offensive line. He still says he has a season left in him.
No, that's good.
I went and got my football stance in front of him one time. He started laughing at me. He goes, "We don't do that no more."
That was the olden days, Rocky.
That was the olden days. Son of a bitch.
Well,
All right, so Brandon, we have 50 seconds before we go live. Is Mama with you? Is she listening?
yeah, she's with me. Yeah. Well, no, she's not listening. I'm driving, like, about to pull in my.
All right, pull over.
No, I'm about to be there.
All right.
About to be at like 10 seconds.
Okay.
All right, we're coming back in about 30 seconds, so just hang out right there.
Yep.
We'll bring you in.
All right, hang on 1 second, Brandon. Hold on.
All right, Scotty. He's on the line.
All right, here we go.
All right.
This is real food, real people, for real men. This isn't some namby-pamby Captain Gay Socks cooking show. It's real food, real people.
Real Food, Real People can be heard every day on SpooningRadio.com at 7 p.m. and 1 a.m. Eastern, and anytime on Spreaker.com.
Welcome back. This is Abnormal Realities. I am Ron Phillips. That is Rocky Stucci.
Ron Phillips.
I introduced myself as you last night.
You're a little flustered. You're a
No,
little caught
I was a
up in the
little
moment.
flustered, but I was dreaming that I was Rocky and
Oh.
was living a weird life, and I thought, no, I don't want that. I'll
Hold
give
on
it
a
back to you. Stop grabbing ghost butt.
Would you?
No.
Oh, Friday night. Hey, Freaky Friday tomorrow night. We got some stuff to talk about.
Yeah,
And
we
one
do,
of them
actually.
is sex with a ghost.
Yeah, that's what is that called? There's a term for that. Do
I
you
don't
remember?
know. Yeah, sex with a ghost.
No,
That's
there's
the damn term.
There's a term for it. We'll explain all of that tomorrow night. Let's get back to our buddy Scotty Roberts.
Scotty Roberts said he would.
In my own defense,
Yep.
I have to say, I thought her more substantial than missed. So
Scotty and I, we talked a whole hour on this subject, and it was the best day of my life.
Ghost sex?
Yes.
It was the best
I
day
got
of
to
your
tell
life.
you, the first time he introduced that topic, we were talking about some serious hot political topic, and he just stops and he goes, "Whoa, Scotty, wait."
What?
He said, "You ever have sex with a ghost?" And I said, "What?"
What the hell are you talking
He goes,
about?
like one of them. What do you call them? He says,
Succubus.
what's the, succubus. He
Succubus,
goes, you know
yeah.
how I remember how to say succubus and what gender it is? There you go, folks. Figure
Yeah,
that one
That's
out.
how you know the difference.
Incubus
between
and
a suc-
succubus,
That's
yeah.
right. It's easy to remember
Thank
now,
you.
bro.
Yeah, no,
you
I got
are
that.
welcome, everybody.
So we have a guest, another guest.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, on the program right now is a good friend of mine, former football player, colleague of mine. He's about 14 feet tall, and he'll whip your ass, and he will punch you in the face if you want to get lippy. But this is our brother, Brandon. Brandon, welcome to Abnormal Realities radio program, brother.
Hey, thank you for having me.
Man, listen to him sounding all proper for the
Hey,
radio.
he said, hey, thanks for having me. All good.
All right, now, Scotty, I was talking with Big B today, and he had questions in regards to tarot. He saw the banner that was made today for tonight's show, and we were having a conversation about it. And I says, you know what? Why don't you just come on really quick and let's just give you a quick reading, and then you can kind of just, take it for what it is. I mean, if the curiosity is leading him, I figured, you know what? Let's whistle his wet his whistle or
Wet his
however that
whistle.
goes or something
Wet
like that.
his whistle. Yeah.
So Brandon, on the line right now is my good brother Scotty Roberts. Scotty's been doing tarot
How you
for
doing?
Scotty
Hey, Brandon, how you doing?
decades, brother, right?
Yeah, how are you?
Hey, Brandon, too, I want to tell you that there was a time in Scotty's life when he was doing Renaissance fairs, and he woke up one time naked in a field in the middle of nowhere. I just want to share that with everybody on the radio.
It's the truth.
That's a true statement.
Yeah, he said it in confidence, so he said, no, that's the truth. I'm proud of that. He don't remember it, but he's proud of it. All right, so we're going to hand over the cards right now to Scotty, and now Scotty, Brandon, take it away.
All right. Now, I have already shuffled up for you, Brandon. I like to shuffle the deck. If you didn't hear the beginning of the show, just to rearrange the deck. If you were here, I would have you break the deck up for me, and I'm going to do that right now on your behalf. And we'll draw 3 cards, and we'll see what they say. Here we go. All right, the first card. This is the card of your current situation. Now, we just had this one with Ron, and this is the 3 of coins. This is your current situation. It shows an older man and a young man, and coins is the suit in the tarot of your material well-being, the stuff you bring to the table. It can involve your work, your material life, the things that make the nuts and bolts of life happen for you. And it shows an older man and a younger man. The older man's kind of a mentor or an investor or something like that, or he's a boss. And this is a card that says you've put in the time. You've had your mentors, you've had your bosses, you've had maybe even investors in something. And in your current, this is telling you that right now you need to move forward carefully and utilizing whatever has been invested in you and what you have invested yourself in to make a particular goal happen for you. And so it's relying either on your stuff of the past or it's relying on somebody in your very present that is putting something into you to make something work for you. And this card can mean that one of 2 things. You've either got somebody working on your behalf that's helping you get somewhere, or it is you that has made this happen. And in your present, it's the object of your present focus is due for expansion. for elaboration. Yep. Your
Okay.
peers, those who are around you, might be a useful tool to help you complete your goals. And I don't mean in a negative sense, like I'm going to use you. It's not like that. And so this is all on a personal level. It's about how your inner satisfaction demands pursuit of excellence and a mastery of your craft, the thing that you do, the things you have invested yourself into. So that's your current card. That's where you are right now.
Brandon, does that make any? Okay, go ahead, Brandon.
No, I was gonna say. I mean, that's right around the realm of my present day. So I mean, that's surprising that was pulled.
All right.
Well, no, but at least it makes sense, and you can see that this is occurring in your world right now. So.
Oh yeah.
There it is.
Yeah.
Well, the card of your recent. Oh, sorry, Brandon. Didn't mean to cut you off.
No, I was just
card of your recent past is the next one. This is all the energy that's brought you to this current situation, and it's the Ace of Swords. And the Ace of Swords is the suit of, as we also had with Ron, it's the suit of conflict. It's conflict you give, conflict you get. It's the suit of power and authority, that you grasp the sword, and the sword is what you use to wield your authority. And the Ace of Swords really is a card that might suggest change through embattling or warring forces. It's this possibility that's internal in you, your own conflicts. It could be conflicts that are not necessarily overt reasoning regarding all of your inner consciousness and stuff, but you have to keep energetic to triumph over it. So this might be something where you have to grasp the sword, or you've had to in your recent past. This is the energy that's led you to where you are now. And it's recent past, so this is more recent things. And so you fought in the name of your good, the things that you see as good, the things you want to accomplish, adding your personal intense energy to what maybe others might think is even an idealistic cause. The events of your recent past have really set a bunch of unchangeable events into motion. And so you're entering a new phase where everything is going to change. The causes, the results of change aren't certain. You don't know where it's going yet, where it's taken you, but this period is going to reveal many things in you. And if you put your creative thoughts into action, it's going to require a lot of courage on your part to take certain steps, but you're going to be able to overcome the longest odds if you do this. Okay. This is your recent past. This means this is where you've been. And this is the energy that's led you into this card of the Three of Coins, where you are taking everything you have and moving it into something new, either with somebody else or because somebody else has helped you or because you are your own investor, so to speak. Okay, that's your past and your recent past and your near future. Recent past and your present. The near future is the World card. This is a card that says it's cliche. I've attached the cliche to it in my own head. The World card basically means the world is your oyster. It means you're moving out into your near future. Now, a note about the near future hasn't happened yet. So you can take a positive reading card like this one and totally invert it to something totally negative if you're not careful, or if you take different steps. So this is a card, not only does it say the world's your oyster, this is a card that says people are watching you. These are the people that are going to look at you and go, hey, isn't this the guy who XYZ? And look where he is now. It's the card of the teacher. It's the card of, and by teacher, I don't mean you're going to become a school teacher or anything like that.
Yeah.
This means you are the one who will show others the way. You are the one who's going to teach others how to do things. And it's because people have watched you, and whether you think it or not, people have noticed where you've been, what you're doing, how you're getting there. They're going to look at you and they're going to say, wow, this guy has in essence, he's doing the right thing, and he's making it because of the things he's done to get there. And you have to find, this card is, you have to find your purpose and accomplish it. It's like with your dreams. You have to first be aware of it, make it exist. There's no guarantee for success in this card, but the experience that you gain is going to have the potential to fulfill what you want to do and where you want to be. And this is a card that says, this is the falling away of boundaries. They're sometimes effusive in that sense of the spiritual, but sometimes in a purely physical sense. This indicates travels, journeys in the future. Things are going to take you to a place where you want to be. All right.
Well, I do live by the motto, speak it into existence. So that sounds,
Most everybody should.
That's what the Three of Coins really says.
Yeah.
All right,
You're
so Brandon, you just had what this would be like a quicker version of tarot.
Tarot.
You're so highbrow.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not going to refer to anything we talked about earlier, but what is your perception in regards to what you think and the accuracy of what was just read to you in a 3-card reading?
The accuracy of it now is it does relate to what is actually going on, but like what he said about watching me and my goals, I mean, I would never know that. But I mean, other than that, it sounds pretty accurate, and doesn't sound. Sounds right around the.
I think at some point you can take most all of the cards and tie them to your life in some form or fashion.
Sure.
Well, and that's what most.
I'm going to say this. The cards individually are vague meanings.
Yeah.
This has got a vague meaning to it. It's when you start linking them all together in a reading that it starts to tell you a story.
Yep.
There was a young woman I read for many years ago now. And I didn't know her. I didn't know what her situation was. But I got like the Justice card. I got like the Judgment card. I got the Queen of Swords, which indicates a mother or somebody, and that there's trouble at home. I got the 5 of Coins. It's a temporary impoverishment. All these things started linking together. All of those are vague, generalized cards, but when you put them all together, the conclusion I drew is you've got some legal problems. It looks like you've had loss of home, and your mom is at the core of that. Did she kick you out? Did she, because of your legal problems, this is causing you money and she started just bawling. Oh. And it said that's exactly what's going on.
Spot on.
Kind of mean, dude. You're kind of mean, making people cry and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I read what I see.
Now, Brandon, is Mama around you anywhere?
She's not around. She just got me something to eat.
Damn. Oh, because as he tells me at work, he the boss at home.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wear the pants.
He says,
I wear the pants.
All right. That's what I wanted to get right there. You said it.
Until his wife walks back in the room.
That's right. We know the rules. What's up?
Right.
We know what's up. Yeah, we talk shit until,
how that works.
Real bosses walk in and we're like, hey.
Hey. That's what I would have said if I wasn't married. That's right.
All right, Brandon. All right. So I'm glad we got the opportunity to do this for you, brother. I respect you highly. Kind of knowing a little bit what's going on in your life, the little parts that I do know, some of it seem very relevant, with some of the stuff you have going on with your move and the changes. And so I hope this may have kind of solidified, your perception and your thoughts in regards to tarot. And I appreciate the fact that you're open-minded enough to be able to call into the show and to allow us to do this for you, brother. So I'm super grateful for you doing this.
Oh, man, no problem. Anytime, man. I mean, hey, it maybe put me at ease. So, hey, anytime.
He thought he was going to get a card that was going to tell him he was going to die next week, and he didn't want that.
Oh, wait. There is one more.
Oh, you're in trouble.
Oh, no.
I just want you to know that the death card doesn't mean literal death, okay? Okay? Let me preface it with that. No, but seriously. Actually, I pulled one more card off of your reading. If we were to continue on with this is the 2 of Cups. It shows a man and a woman with the cups. The cups represent romance, relationship things. This is a cup that speaks to having a really great relationship with somebody. It's either a marriage, it's something other than a marriage, it's whatever that relationship is. This is something that says it's a passionate card. It says that things are either going well or going to get better or something like that. So
well, you know, Scotty, I will say that Brandon's wife did go with him to a Power Rangers convention.
Okay, well that's it right there.
Okay, that's love. Now that's love. That's love.
All right. Hey, Big B, dude, I appreciate you, man. I thank you so much for calling into the program. I'm grateful for your time, and make sure you hit your times tomorrow. Thank you, sir.
I got you.
See you, Brandon.
See you later, brother.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Scotty, I really appreciate you doing that. That actually, it was personal. I'm glad that we had the chance to get him on. And, you know, skepticism is a real thing, right? And I'm not saying Brandon is a skeptic at all.
There are people who live by palm readings and tarot cards and stuff like that. And then there are people who are like, that's all bull crap. You know, I kind of fall in the middle of all of that, I think.
You know, I've got these back here. And Rocky, you recognize these things. These are the divining rods.
Yeah.
Oh, I got the Ten of Swords.
This is the set that John Ward had made for me in Egypt, a local artisan there. And Rocky has seen how these work. And again, it's the whole thing again.
I think my grandmother used to use them for finding water.
You can use them for finding water. You can also
to know where to dig a well, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes. Rocky, do you remember when we were out at that place out in the woods? Terry? I can't remember all the names.
No, it was
Were
two
you with us
things.
on that one?
Okay, so when John came in for the Paradigm Symposium, you knew that I was an extreme skeptic. And when I say extreme, I mean like I thought it was bullshit, right?
Yeah.
In regards to the dowsing rods. So you and John did a demonstration for me first in your driveway where you guys created a fake structure, and those damn things, the dowsing rods, literally followed and outlined the imaginary structure. It was the weirdest
That's
thing.
the first time John ever showed me how these work. We were standing in front of his house in Egypt, in Luxor, and he traced in the ground, he traced a building and put on pillars and doorways and so on. And he would use the rods and he would walk, and then when it hit the imaginary wall, they parted. And then he would follow the wall, and then it would show him a corner.
It was crazy.
And so he'd turn the corner, and they'd straighten it, and it was just crazy.
So I was still skeptic.
How is that doing?
Right. I was still skeptic. So then he put those in my hands, and he had me do it, and it did it. Now I'm sitting here and I'm holding it because I didn't want any lean. I didn't want any bend.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people anticipate is happening.
Scotty, hold them up again. Hold up those rods again. Now,
if you don't mind, I'll get up off my stool here.
These rods are actually the real rods, right?
Yeah.
Now, you can get the ones that look like a hanger, and then they got the little handle, and they move way too easy. Those there are
These were
hammered.
created, hammered, yeah.
Now, Scotty, were those made in Egypt?
These were made by an artisan in Luxor, Egypt. And the way that John showed me that these work is you hold them up. And, you know, we started using them to ask questions, doing investigations. And like I could say, let's see if we've got enough energy, if I got to jump up and down here or not, to ask, did John Ward have these made for me? Hold on. Got to make sure I'm holding them right, because they turn in your hands
and they're heavy.
Did John have these rods made for me? And when they cross over, okay, like that, like you're seeing, that's a positive, is what that comes to. Now, I'm not moving my hands at all. I'm letting it do the move.
And while you're doing that, Scotty, the weirdest thing is you actually feel, I don't know how to explain it, Scotty. It's like a magnetic. You actually feel like a magnetizing. It's weird, dude.
No
honest to God.
So are these, Scotty, are these dowsing rods or divining rods? Or are
they're
that
divining rods?
Okay.
You can use, they're really the same thing.
Okay.
Now, I'm no expert on them, but John Ward's the expert. But now, like if I took this and I said like this, I said, could you point to the statue of Senenmut? Let me, I have a bust of Senenmut in the office. Could you point to that? And see, it just does that. I'm going to do that one more time as kind of a control test. Can you point to the statue of Senenmut in my office? So there it goes.
And I watched his hand the whole time.
And now, mind you,
I was watching his hand the whole time.
Yep, it didn't move.
those are flat.
Yeah.
You can see, so it's not rounded, and they can catch on my the folds of my skin and stuff like that. But so that's a bust of Senenmut I have back there, and so I've done
that's
this.
nuts.
I've used them to find things. Can you point to Rainey's desk? And hang on, just one more experiment. Can you point to Rainey's desk? I'm moving, so. Can you point to Rainey's desk? So there you go. Her desk is right over there. So
And
there it is.
You will only become an absolute believer when you actually those type, right?
Yeah.
Not those really cheap copper looking ones.
Made out of a coat hanger.
Made out of a coat hanger. Right. It's when you have rods like that and you actually do it for the first time and you actually feel it move in your hand by itself and you see how they're flat. So it don't have free sway. It has to have a force to move into your hand.
Yes.
I don't care what anybody says because I've felt it, I've done it. And as somebody who absolutely didn't believe in it, to actually feel it move in my hand, trip me out.
Did it?
Oh.
So are the? So I understand that an artisan made these, but is there a spell on them, or was there?
No, I don't
Are they
think
made
so.
out of a certain kind of metal?
I don't think there's any kind of spell. For all I know, John may have done.
What makes them work, Scotty? I guess is my question.
Rocky, you'll remember this. Perhaps John invoked the demons of the Tuat.
I almost killed him one night.
The demons
I
of the
remember
Tuat.
That's a real story.
Rocky,
I don't like
asked us to-
Tuats. I'm just saying.
Okay, so the night we had the Big Bang,
Mhm.
you son of a bitch, it just registered what you just said.
I'm sorry. It just takes Rocky a little while to come in.
It's been
We
a
were
long day.
driving to the night of the Big Bang.
The night of
Yeah.
the Big Bang.
When Scotty almost broke his neck climbing them stairs.
No, John.
Oh, John.
John
John
tried
did.
going in Scotty's butthole to come out his mouth to get in front of Scotty going up the stairs. True story.
I swear, true story. But on our drive there, Rocky said, "Hey, there might be ghosts and spirits and stuff, And he says, I don't know what we're facing. So if you guys want to pray to God or something like that, it might not be a bad idea." And so John and we got all quiet, and John prayed. And when we're all done, Rocky said, "There, everybody feel protected." And John says in his smart-ass, smarmy way, he says,
True story.
"Yes, I have offered up my prayers to the demons of the Tuat, and they shall protect us tonight."
True
Rocky
story.
about jumped out of his ever-loving skin when he said, "Demons? It's not what you think, Rocky."
Yeah, well, it sure was that night because that's his fault now that I think about it.
That's right.
The sonic boom in the basement.
And Scotty, that's the interesting thing is when you step out the norm of reality, right? Because I mean, there's another time we got to get you on and get really deep into the theology, into ancient beliefs, but when you get somebody like yourself and John and other people within our circle that study ancient cultures, ancient beliefs, the word demon means something completely different than what the word demon means in, let's say, Catholicism, right? And people without the understanding, or people that always say people fear what they don't understand, right? So
well, that's like you mentioned the death card, doesn't it?
The death card is a good card.
Yeah.
It's a card of transition.
It's for new
That's all it
beginning.
means.
Yeah.
Out with the old and with the new.
The death of the old, and yeah.
That was one of my first cards Scotty ever pulled for me.
Yeah.
May I say something very quickly?
Yeah.
I see Paula Stucci's in the chat room.
Oh!
Paula Stucci, how you doing?
What?
How you doing?
What?
How you doing? That's all I got
Is
to say.
that your sister?
That's
or your
my
mom?
damn sister, and he's been doing that shit for years.
How you doing? She said.
Every time she would come into the room, how you doing?
Both of you?
That's
Both
funny.
of you now? What? No, but my point is though, is that okay, so when John said that, anybody, even me, I had that reaction.
Yep.
I almost pulled my truck over on the highway and slapped the shit out of him. I am totally
For
serious.
invoking the demons.
For invoking the demons.
Yeah.
Well,
Right?
see, part of it, however, is John. You can tell when he's being really serious. Now, he was serious about the topic, but you can tell that he's going for effect when he says to Rocky, "Oh, I offered up my prayers to the demons of the Tuat."
God, that
And I'm
sounds
like,
just like
he's
him.
so bullshitting
Yeah.
Rocky right now. But
I'm like, dude, I
that's
just prayed to
actually what he did.
Jesus. Like, I just
That's
prayed to
what he did.
Jesus. But yeah, I think it would be really cool because again, that's the whole point of what we do here, Ron, is that we want to explore that, brother. We want to get deep in that. We want to understand that. When we get off here really quick, we got a couple minutes, but I want to tell you a recent conversation Ron and I had. And it's just things that we just don't know, right? And that's not at a fault of anybody. We just get caught up in life. But Scotty, we have 2 minutes left here, man. And damn it, bro, every time you come on, it's there's so many things that we can cover. Congratulations on your new book. I know how hard you have to work to get that done. I'm glad that Rainey was not in that tsunami. I was waiting for an update on that.
I didn't hear from her till like this afternoon.
Yeah, she was catching some fish though up in Alaska. But now, folks, I'm telling you, I would never sell this if I didn't think you should do it. If you want to get a tarot reading, the guy that you go to is Scotty Roberts. You guys just saw, I mean, it's an elegant reading. It's a sophisticated reading. It's broken down in layman's terms so you can understand it. And Scotty, let everybody know, how can they contact you for your readings, for your artwork, for your design work, everything?
Everything there is to know about me, you can find on my website at scottallenroberts.com. And Allen is A-L-A-N. I know you have to spell it because there's a million ways to spell Allen.
Right.
Go to scottallenroberts.com. All my links to everything are on there. If you want a tarot reading, click on the tarot link at the top, and it'll show you how you can sign up for one.
Outstanding,
fantastic, brother. Scotty, thank you so much. We love having you on the show, brother.
Ron, thank you. Rocky, thank you, brother.
Love you, brother. Stand
Good to
by
see
1
you
second,
guys.
Scotty.
Love you too.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, folks, I'm telling you, Scott Allen Roberts, A-L-A-N, scottallenroberts.com. Go to his website.
He's got some great books, too.
Oh, there's another thing we got to talk about.
The books, man.
Folks, hey, you know what? The RomikaDesigns.com. RomikaDesigns.com. They are the ones driving and pushing and helping this program. You got to get on over there. RomikaDesigns.com. Go to our website. All the links are right there. AbnormalRealities.com.
Yep, we got the T-shirts and the mugs out there now.
Yes,
so.
T-shirts and the mugs, bro. Boom.
Yep.
Ron has been busting his ass, and I got to give all the credit in the world to him because, man, if it wasn't for Ron, a lot of this wouldn't be getting done. You can listen live on Spreaker. You can listen live on iHeartRadio by searching for Mojo 50 Radio. You can look us up on Opslands, on Odyssey Radio, Mojo Radio, and we are broadcasting around the world. Folks, we love you. Ron Phillips, take us home.
Hey, and if you haven't signed up on our website, please go out to abnormalrealities.com. Register your email address, and you'll get notifications of our blog posts out there. We're going to start posting some stuff out there pretty soon. Rocky already has, as a matter of fact. We will see you guys tomorrow night.
Man.
All right.
All you guys talking that crap to my sister like that. What? Damn it.
All right, everybody. We'll see you guys tomorrow night. Thank you for hanging with us. Scotty, hang out for a second. We'll talk to you